Hi everyone, welcome back to Gotta Do's Garage. Today was meant to be a pretty straightforward job. Fix an oil leak, replace a gasket and move on. But as you'll see, once you start pulling things apart, plans can change pretty quickly. We're going underneath the Thunderbird to pull out the oil pan, replace the gasket, and while I'm there, swap out the rear main seal due to oil leaking from the oil pan. I've already got a new oil pump and gasket, a new oil pan gasket, and a rear main seal rubbers with the side pins. So the plan was to refreshen all that up while the pan's off. The car's already up on stands, tools are out, so let's get underneath and get started. Before I crawl under, what I'll be using today is just basic hand tools, sockets, extensions, scrapers, brake cleaner and plenty of rags. Alright, I'm going under the car. So here's the oil pan on the 390 FE. On these Thunderbirds there's a permanent subframe right under the pan, which is why a lot of people like the engine to be lifted a little to give you more room. The good news is it can be taken out without lifting the engine. So I'm going to go step by step, slowly, without forcing anything. So the first thing we'll do is check out some of the oil leaks. You can see the oil along the edge of the transmission. Oil around the back of the pan can look like a pan gasket, but it can also be the rear main seal. So let's drain the oil. Let's remove the drain plug bolt connected to the oil pan and let the oil drain completely into a suitable container. So remove all 20 bolts before you remove the oil pan. Once the bolts are out, the pan still won't drop straight away because the gasket's stuck. So what I'm doing here is using a small screwdriver and I'm working my way all the way around the pan just to create a little bit of clearance. I'm not prying hard, just wiggling it in to help the gasket separate. You must be careful here. Don't jam the screwdriver in and twist hard. You don't want to damage the block or the pan rail. This is just about breaking the seal, not forcing it. Once I've gone all the way around, I supported the pan with my hands and then gently pried it down, and you can see it opened up and separated. Now that the seal's broken, the pan can just drop down and rest on the subframe. I'm removing my oil filter to give me a little bit more room to get to the oil pump holes. Earlier I had problems removing my oil filter with my strap wrench tool, so now I've resorted to the screwdriver trick. Once you've hammered the screwdriver through your oil filter, we'll be placing a metal tube over the screwdriver handle, which will give you more leverage to remove the oil filter. Once the pan has loosened and you're working with the oil pump still inside the pan, you cannot get a socket straight onto the oil pump bolts due to the lack of room and the angle of the bolts. What works best is a ring spanner or a short open end spanner if space is tight. What you can do is put your finger under the bolt heads as you back it out. Stops it from dropping into the pan baffle. So it looks like the crankshaft journal has actually stopped the oil pan from coming out. So to remove it, I'm going to have to rotate the crankshaft. So I'm placing the car into neutral so I could get to the crankshaft and rotate it. Now that the car is placed in neutral, I'm using a breaker bar and a socket. So place that over the harmonica balancer bolt and turn that clockwise. Just enough for the crankshaft to rotate away from the oil pan. Now the oil pan can be removed without any interference. Alright, with the oil pan off, you can see the crankshaft and all the components underneath. Before we go any further, everything here is going to need a good clean. Any dirt or metal fragments can ruin the new seals or bearings. This is where the rear main seal sits. Looking inside the oil pan itself, it looks mostly normal. We can see the oil pump and the pickup. It's dropped into the oil pan. This is the shaft that's connected to the oil pump. But hang on, I'm spotting some metal fragments in the pan. This does not look good. What you're looking at here is the bottom skirts of the piston. So that's snapped off and fallen into the pan. Well, this changes everything. What I planned to do originally was just replace the oil pan gaskets and the rear main seal. Isn't really going to cut it. These pieces mean there's internal engine wear, and I can't access everything I need with the engine in the car. Because if I bolt this back together without checking it properly, I'm just setting myself up to do this twice, and I don't want to do this again. So this has turned into something a lot bigger. So I've decided to start by pulling the front of the engine apart, but I just don't want to yank it out and hope I remember where everything goes. I want to strip it down properly on camera so I could use these videos to help me put it back together, and so you can follow along with me. So I already started by pulling the radiator and the condenser, which is located at the front of the vehicle. loosening the overflow hose and clamp. So remove the heater hoses from the top and bottom and the overflow hose, and I've marked them so I could refer back to them. So to remove the fan, you have to remove the 4 bolts at the back, and you'll have to undo it. It's anti-clockwise and clockwise to tighten. So I've already undone these bolts. Goes like that. This. So I've removed the alternator. The belt obviously goes on the alternator pulley. This this bracket here for the alternator, that goes underneath there, if you can see it, just in there. So just remove that, and I'll have to take the bracket off also. Big and small. Goes on top, and the bottom one goes on the water pump on this side. This tube I'll have to take off. So after removing the remaining bolts, okay, just give it a little bit of a tap. You just give it a tap with the mallet, rubber mallet, from just either side, from here, underneath. And what I did was I grabbed it from underneath and just gave it a little bit of a pull, and it just came off. There is still coolant in this hose, which I haven't taken off as yet, so I've got to be careful. I'll show you what it looks like taken out. Alright, that's where we're going to stop today. Water pumps off. That was the last piece of part 1. Next episode we're pulling out the fuel filter harmonic balancer, diving into the timing chain, and there's crane time. The rest of this motor's coming out. Everything we're pulling is getting cleaned up properly. Most of it's heading into the molasses bath, and the oil pan's getting hammered and dollied straight again. If you want to see this old girl come back to life, hit subscribe, follow along, and jump into the comments. Love to know what your thoughts are. If I can do it, you're going to do it too. Thanks for watching.